Welcome, everybody, to Too Legit to Crit, a tabletop role-playing podcast hosted by two guys who would heroically traverse the barren wastes of Mordor to the slopes of Mount Doom as long as there was decent cell reception.
Yeah, no, that's, valid. I've got a Doom scroll on my way to throwing away the ring.
Yeah, I mean, I need to check threads.
Yes.
You know, I mean, on my way up, Gollum's with me, LOL.
Definitely not going to betray me. Hashtag doubt it.
Besties.
Yeah, and I mean, I need to order more random junk, like new lighting and stuff, because that's a thing.
Pictures of me in the Shire. Take me back.
Sharing memories from, like, the 11th birthday party.
Yeah, I mean, I think those films would actually be interesting if that happened.
Hashtag simpler times.
My name is John Santana.
I am still Justin.
How you been keeping, Justin?
I've been good, man. I've been good. I'm very, very tired. I've had a very busy weekend very busy week, like tail end of the week, actually, of rolling dice and hanging out with people and socializing. And my social battery is very, very, very dead at the minute. But other than that, I've been very good. As you can see, I've been playing with new stuff. So it's been good. How about you? How was your week away from everything that didn't really last? Because you were online on everything.
My week don't shush. I wasn't supposed to be. No, but my week away was really good. And believe it or not, I did actually get much needed sort of distance. I managed. It was only now and again when we were, we'd kind of just chilled out. It was, I'm going to check on things just to see how things are going. Upload things to TikTok because for some reason you don't have access.
I don't have access,
That is weird, but TikTok is weird.
Good old TikTok.
So yeah, it was really good. It was like a holiday camp in a forest. I'm not talking camping. I'm talking like luxury cabins
like
with hot tubs and shit.
And
And it was phenomenal. It was every night. It was like hot tub, hot tub.
Nah, that's good, man. I'm glad you had a nice time. Time. It was a well-deserved break. So
it was. It's good to be back, and it's good to be back interacting with threads. I miss that. Miss that dearly. That was massive withdrawal symptoms. But it's good to be back. It's good to be back. It's good to be live again.
Yes, we are live once again.
Yeah, we are live. Also got back to rolling dice yesterday as well, which was a struggle. I was still in holiday mode. It's like, I can't be fucked.
I'm just gonna lie back and oh no.
I think at the end of it, it'd gone 10:30, and my answer to a player question was, I couldn't give a fuck. I think the enemy had about 20 hit points left. It's like, dude, I'll give you a crit. Fucking, there you go. Oh, you killed him. Well done, you.
Let's go home.
Now, fuck off. I'm going to bed.
Oh, so true. So true.
Back to it, hitting the ground running, getting to get things set up for the crit list, which is going to be airing in April. We need more episodes recorded. Yes. I need to edit the episodes also. What else? We've got loads on the docket. We've got
a lot of stuff coming up, which I'm excited for. And I think mostly I'm excited for the fact that we are very, very fast approaching having done this for a whole bloody year somehow.
Yeah, we were actually talking about it before we went live. It's like, I think 2 episodes
a couple of weeks away, yeah.
A couple of weeks away from a whole year, man.
A whole year of us chatting absolute bollocks.
And not only that, it's a whole year of people actually listening to us chat absolute bollocks, which is the surprise. I mean, don't get me wrong, we can chat bollocks
Oh yeah.
all day long.
Oh yeah.
You know, we have no problem with that. But the fact that people are actually listening,
Yeah.
that is astounding.
It's astounding. It's amazing, and it's also really, really like humbling a little bit as well for me, anyway. Because it's like the fact that for 48 episodes, which are like an hour and a half each, roughly, give or take, that people have been listening for that long is insane to me.
Yeah, it's, you know, it can't be understated as it's just it's a life-changing thing, to be honest. It has for me, this whole
absolutely
journey. But I think we can wax lyrical about that in a couple of episodes time.
Yeah.
So what we were thinking of doing is asking people just to send in messages. You know, anything. It can be anything. Things that you've liked, things that you've disliked,
favorite memories.
Things that you're wanting to see, things that, you know, just send us in a message and we're going to kind of go through them online while we're live and just, you know,
have a little trot down memory lane.
Yeah, have a little trot down memory lane. We've had some amazing people on this show.
We really have.
And we've learned a load as well. And things things have happened for us, which...
Yeah, it's been a trip.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
I think as well, I'm just really excited to see what happens in the future with it, right? Because, I mean, we're not going to stop because we both are loving it and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting. But more importantly, we fabulated some Ultima while you were away.
Ah, you did. We did.
And Pote, our humble Saiyan, achieved a new form.
Okay.
Do you remember the Saiyan that beat the shit out of him?
Yeah.
That could go Super Saiyan 2 and fly? Pote can do that too now.
Fair enough.
Which was pretty cool. It was a really fun encounter where basically we got loads of flying guys thrown at us. Yeah. And there was another Saiyan dude there who like infused his power into me. And then I went Super Saiyan on top of that. And it like triggered it. Because I was also like, I'd been royally fucked up. Because I did that super smart thing of, hey, there's a guy hovering by that window that I'm standing near. I'm going to jump.
But I mean, that's par for course, really.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of fun though. We uncovered some stuff. We got some faster ships, which obviously you'll get filled in great detail on before the next session, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure I will. I do need to catch up with our GM because I've also got stuff in the pipeline.
He told us that you would be unavailable for contact during the downtime. Unless it was super duper duper important.
100% as I finish my project.
Yes, which I can't wait to find out about because he hasn't told us anything and you haven't told me anything and I really want to know.
No. Cool. But I mean, awesome. It's funny you should mention Saiyans because that kind of brings me neatly on to the thing I wanted to talk to you about today.
Yes. I had a feeling it was this.
I think both you and I think a lot of our listeners, I think we're feeling, somewhat at a loss at, the tragic news that we got last week of the one and only Akira Toriyama sadly passing away. And I know anime isn't really our lane, but the advantage of having our own show is we can say, you know, we can
do whatever we want.
Fuck it, we're doing whatever we want. And if there was ever a time to actually go out of our lane a tiny bit,
this is it.
This is it, 100%. Because I mean, we can always bring it back because I do have an addendum to add. But first of all, let's talk about Dragon Ball. I
mean, culturally huge, but to myself, it's been such a big part of a lot of my life. I mean, like you'll know this because you know me like in person and stuff, but like the background on my phone, just make sure I haven't got anything on there. is Vegeta. You can't really see it too well because of the lighting. I've got a Vegeta 3D model that I'm not going to show you right now because it fell over the other day and the head broke, which I was very upset about. Yeah, it's fixable. I've run out of super glue, so I can't fix it. But the head fell off. It's easily fixable. Just there you go. Fixed. But it's been such a huge part of my life, and it's been so iconic for so long in that scene, that whole scene, and influenced so many other animes that are so popular today. It's just a huge blow.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, celebrity deaths for me are a bit, sometimes I don't quite react as strongly as other people do.
Yeah.
Except there are ones that really, really kick me. Chester Bennington being one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Robin Williams being another.
Yes.
And Akira Toriyama just fucking broke me. I remember I was 11 years old when I was first introduced to Dragon Ball. And that's because over in Mallorca when I was growing up, the Catalan channel was airing it, I think, very shortly after it was originally aired in Japan. So for me, it was I'd finish school and I'd run home.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, and we were collecting the mangas as well. We were collecting the individual comics once a week. They'd come out. And, all these things, all these amazing moments that I posted in Facebook that the moment that most resonated for me and still resonates to this day is Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 against Cell. I saw that when it happened, as it were. And it's
iconic, man. Absolutely iconic, that scene.
There are so many things, and it became such a big part of my life. And I'd kind of, I grew up, I got interested in other things, somewhat self-destructive things. So the fandom side of things kind of fell by the wayside for me.
Mm.
And even when Super came out, I didn't bother watching it or anything like that. And it wasn't until my son got interested in it that I picked it up again. And again, it's not only has it been iconic for me growing up, it's iconic for him as well. Yeah. And it's a bond, him and me, that we share. We now share this discovery of anime, because I was never I kind of didn't go down the rabbit hole of anime. So now, because he got interested in Dragon Ball, okay, let's watch One Piece, let's watch Naruto, let's watch thing, and that's all thanks to the work of that great man.
Yeah. No, I mean, absolutely, man. And like I say, I mean, there's so many iconic characters in it as well that different people resonate with for different reasons. Like for me, I always resonated with Vegeta more than anyone else in the show because of the level of self-belief that he's always expressed, and the pride in himself that he always shows and tries to aspire to is something that I've then always tried to aspire to. And I mean, you know me outside of just, sitting in front of a camera recording. And I do try and live to that. I fail all the time, obviously. But I try and every day I try and find a way to improve myself, whether it's through, picking up a new skill or finding a new way of doing something or something like that. Right. It's created a drive in me that didn't exist before, that only exists because of this character that he's created. It's been absolutely I haven't really posted anything about it since hearing about it. I think it's purely because I haven't really been able to find the words to express it, you know?
No, it is. I mean, because I got a year's subscription to Crunchyroll just to kind of share with my boy.
Yeah, cool, sure.
And the last time I checked, there only Dragon Ball Super was on there, and like the latest Dragon Ball movies were there. And I went to check it. When was it? Yesterday, when I was round with them, or the day before, and it's all on there now.
Oh, they put it all on. Oh, okay.
Dragon Ball, like from Kid Goku.
Renewing my prescription.
Kid Goku all the way through Z, all the way through Super, and that is just been at my place. That has just been on, and just reliving these sort of memories, which were phenomenal. I mean, the depth that he introduced into that world. From taking like a traditional sort of Chinese folklore and just running with it the way he did.
Yeah. That was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
You know, I was watching an episode of like the original Dragon Ball. And this is like episode 2 or 3 where Goku and Bulma have just met. And she actually says, this kid is not from this planet. Because he does something stupid. He does something like characteristic. She goes, "Oh, he's not from this planet," sort of thing. And it just made me think: did he know back then,
Probably.
or was that just like a throwaway line? And then later on, he kind of went, "Oh, okay, so I can actually
let's do that."
Dive into the sort of lore of
him being from another planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but even then, like, if you go back to the original Dragon Ball, like, before it became all about, you know, power levels and all that sort of stuff, right? Before my boy got introduced as a character, and all that goodness began, right? Even, like, if you go back to the original Dragon Ball series, even that is just, the whole show has been about bettering yourself. Like, that's really the core of Dragon Ball. Like all the way through, because you know Goku's always trying to become a better fighter. He's always trying to become stronger. He's always trying to do this, and then you look at like the impact that has on all the people around him. Like Krillin, especially in the early days when he was able to keep up, right? He's always trying to improve himself to not let, you know, Roshi down, himself down, the other monks down, and to try and keep up with his friend. Tien is trying to keep up because he doesn't want to get beaten by this adversary who then later becomes his friend. Goku has a real habit of turning enemies into friends as well. I realized saying this because even him and Krillin, when they first met, weren't exactly getting on.
No, I mean that's a recurring theme. Like most of Goku's like friends were once enemies.
I mean, even by the end, you've got like Android 17 becomes his friend, 18's now his friend. Frieza ends up helping him out during the tournament. Like, okay.
I do enjoy what they did with Super. I do.
I need to watch it all.
Have you not? I mean,
I've watched bits and pieces, but I haven't watched it all, and I feel like I now need to go through it and watch it.
There are some like really strong emotional beats. And obviously, without spoiling, but you did mention like the Frieza thing in the Tournament of Power. There's a moment in that which is just it's absolutely fantastic. But to kind of bring the conversation back in towards our
our actual remit,
our sort of peripheral, but still, I want to stay on the topic of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball RPG. Now there is one.
Okay.
It is unofficial, and I'm just going to see if I can find it because I found it the other day and started looking it up. But it does seem quite interesting. But rather than kind of go through that and just kind of regurgitate what's on there, I was thinking, why don't you and I discuss how we would do a Dragon Ball RPG?
I guess the first thing you'd have to do is decide whether it was going to be like Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. because they're very different.
I don't know. I think you could do them both. I think you could.
Oh no, you absolutely could, but I think you need to make that choice, right? Because if you think about original Dragon Ball, there's no like energy beams or anything until very, very late in the series, right? When Roshi does the Kamehameha wave, and then Goku immediately replicates it because Goku. Like none of that really exists up until that point. Or like it exists, but you don't see it, right? And then after that, those kind of energy attacks become like throwing a punch to these guys. So I think that's where you would have like what you'd have to determine, because if you go Dragon Ball, you're not going to have as much of the big explosions and of energy beams and shit like that to worry about.
So what you would need is you need a versatile system.
Yes.
You need a very versatile system. So the one that's out is called Dragon Ball Universe. It is an unofficial Dragon Ball RPG, and you guys can find it at dbu-rpg.com.
Definitely not typing that in right now.
All right, and I'm looking at it. It looks crunchy. It looks crunchy as fuck. But, you know, there are like rules for transformations, which I'm just going to have a quick look at now. So.
Oh, wow. You've got races for the androids, bestial, bio-androids, earthlings, Martians, Namekians, Saiyans. Goddamn. Why anyone would play as anything other than a Saiyan, I don't know. But, you know, you can.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks interesting, and I mean, I will probably be taking a look, and just kind of maybe running a one shot.
I'd be down.
If there is anyone out there that knows how to run DBU Dragon Ball Universe, and they wanna come along and do an episode on the crit list. You know, you got some Dragon Ball nerds here who would love to be a part of that. But so I'm thinking, let's
incorporate power levels. I'll repeat: the rules incorporate power levels.
I know. Okay, so I'm thinking what you would need is a framework, and then just to add everything onto that. You know, so
probably yeah.
But would you go like a more narrative? Or would you like the crunch? Because I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know. I feel like it can benefit from both, right? But I feel like with how they fight in the show, I feel like having too many crunchy rules around combat could limit it. If it, like, because there's so many different ways that they deal with like things in the show, right? That I'm not sure how you would handle really, really rules heavy mechanics stuff to fit it properly.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you there. Because I think if like take, let's say, Pathfinder, for example. You know, where every action is its own entity.
Categorically, yeah.
I think it'd get boring as fuck.
Whereas you take something like Blades, where it's like, oh, I want to do this and do that, and then, you know, we'll whip around and do this, and you explain it in the narrative, and then all the role is doing is determining whether you succeeded in doing what you said you were going to do, right? The role becomes kind of just hit or miss. The narrative itself, or I mean, even then, not even. But
yeah, and I think Blades would probably go the opposite in the opposite direction, where it would be too loose. However, there is Avatar Legends.
Yes,
It's not a monster. It's a powered by the Apocalypse system, so very similar to Monster of the Week, but they have introduced a more crunchy combat system. So it isn't like Blades is, okay, I want to accomplish this. Do you succeed? Do you fail? This is more, you roll for your position each turn.
Okay.
All right. So, you know, at the start of a combat, you roll for your position and use whatever stat works best for you.
Mhm.
If you succeed, you get, I think it's 3 actions. If you get a mixed success, you get 1. If you've or something along those lines. So
Yeah.
your roll will indicate exactly how many things you can do.
You can do, right. I like that.
So it does actually. I'm still kind of tinkering with it because
Do you know what would work
what's that?
really well for it?
What's that?
Fabular Ultima, the system that's designed to mimic this style of environment.
I hard disagree. Like, hard disagree. Fabula Ultima does one thing and it does one thing great. It's JRPGs.
I think it would work quite well.
But you're still dealing with one action. You're still dealing with, okay, I hit him or I do this. And yeah.
You say that. Let's not forget the counter-attack pit that you can go down if you keep rolling even numbers.
Yeah, but that means everybody has to take the same class
No, not
in order
everybody,
to do that. Yeah, I hard disagree on Fabula Ultima. Unless you want it to be like a JRPG, which, to be honest, for a Dragon Ball game, I wouldn't want that.
You could do a bit like the Budokai games.
Yeah,
Like,
not fair. Nah, I don't agree.
Fair enough.
No, Fabula does one thing and it does it really well. It's just, that'd be like the people who try and hack 5e. We're like, oh, let's make Fabula into it. No, fuck that. Let's find a system that is actually designed for it.
I'm going to categorically say right now, and you can come for me in the comments, 5e wouldn't work.
Would it? Fuck.
No.
No. 5e doesn't work at being 5e.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I love 5e, but it doesn't. Half the shit doesn't make sense when you read it. Also, Couch, go away.
Yeah.
So that is a callback to the massive derailment we had during Fabularing of the Ultima on Thursday, where that question came up. It was like 4 characters who would win in a straight fight if they didn't have superpowers.
Okay, I'm interested. Come on, which 4 characters? What we're talking?
I can't remember all of them. All I remember is that Goku was on the list. And the argument that we put forward was, out of those people there, he is the most trained in martial arts, so would probably win. Because if you're taking powers out of the equation, it comes down to fighting ability. The one who's most trained in fighting is probably going to win that fight, right?
But there's also one argument. Do you count Goku's strength and speed as powers?
See, this is part of the discussion we had.
Even early on, even in the early episodes, he's got superhuman strength.
But was it superhuman though? Because Krillin was able to keep up, and Krillin was human.
But Goku, yeah, I mean, Krillin was superhuman as well.
But he was just human.
But superhuman doesn't mean he's a different race, Justin. It just means he is above the expected ability of being human.
But by that logic, Bruce Lee was above the expected ability of being human. Would you say that he can't, you get what I'm saying? Like, where do you draw the line of this is now a superpower or just a really strong human being?
That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, there you go. Couch has put them in there. So it's Demi, Goku, Saitama, Naruto, Shoujo, and Deku. And I'm not even going to attempt that one.
Yes, you do, Hammer. The problem I've got is I have no fucking clue who half of those people are.
I mean, same. Now, because the issue that we had was exactly what you were saying there, right? Of, Saitama's entire thing is that he's just a ridiculously strong human being.
Yeah. So it's not superpowers.
Yeah, but then you could argue that neither is Goku's because it's a result of him being a Saiyan, which isn't a superpower. Him being an alien is not a superpower. It's just where he's from.
This is, look, you can save these arguments.
That's the argument that you get. Yeah, that's the argument you get into if you start going down that road. But it would essentially, what the question's really asking is, who is the better fighter? And I think if you look at that list, right, the only one who's trained his entire life to be a fighter under multiple masters is Goku.
Well, we will delve into that further in our new podcast. Who would win in a fight?
Who'd win in a fight? New segment.
But let's get back to our tabletop role-playing game.
Yes.
So I'm thinking something along the lines of Avatar Legends, where it is a narrative thing, and not only that, in Avatar Legends you can choose whether to use the deeper mechanics of the combat system, or you just want to resolve it like any other Powered by the Apocalypse. So in your non-fights or in the encounters which are just let's kind of hand wave this, then you do resolve it by a dice roll. But if it's something a bit more significant, you can actually delve in and make it a bit more gritty, as it were.
I'd be interested, but I think this is where my knowledge of other systems falls down, right? Because I haven't experienced enough of them to really say. So ask me again in a couple of years once I've played more systems, and my New Year's, or say a couple of years by the end of the year when I've played more systems, lots more systems.
Another one that could work if you want in something a bit more crunchy and detailed would be something similar to like a Delta Green system, where you've got an initiative, but you can act out of turn.
Yeah, that could work.
So you can defend, and that means you are defending for the entirety of your turn, and you don't have to wait till your initiatives there. So that could work.
Good. I think initiative is where something like Dragon Ball is going to fall down, right? Because if you are faster in the Dragon Ball world, if you're faster, what that means is you get to hit them 5 times before they even know you've moved, right? Because that's the levels of difference in speed. So I think that's where anything is going to struggle to keep up. Because we're talking about beings that can move at basically the speed of light. And especially when you've got like the instant transmission that Goku can use and stuff like that, like it can get a bit silly in terms of speeds.
Oh yeah, that I don't disagree. But there are quite a few things. I wanted to do, I won't say Dragon Ball, but I did have an idea of doing a campaign where there was an ability to transform, and I was gonna use Pathfinder because there is an optional rule in Pathfinder which is proficiency without level. So standard Pathfinder, everything you've got, all your skills, they're all based on a simple formula where it is proficiency, whether you're trained, you're expert, master, legendary, plus your level, plus any other bonuses.
Yeah.
Right? So proficiency without level strips the level aspect away. So it kind of keeps things a lot more grounded. So instead of having armor classes in the plus 40 odds, you've got armor classes in the 20s. So it gives it, a bit more grounded. So what I was thinking was doing that as the base, but then when a transformation happened, people could add their level.
Yeah, you get level back.
People could add their level to whatever. So that would create this sort of big leap, especially the longer into the campaign you are. Because at first level, when you power up, you just get a 1.
Plus 1,
Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. But when you're level 20 and you power up, you get a plus 20 to your roll. So that is one way I thought I thought could work with transformations.
No, that could work quite well, actually. I guess there's loads of ways to do it, right? I guess it depends on what kind of game you want to have. If you want a more narrative, like hand wavy combats, or if you want it to be really, really, okay, I'm going to do this, so I need to roll this. I'm going to do that, so I need to roll that. Like, I guess that's what it's going to come down to, really, for which one suits the game you're going to run better.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
a lot to consider, but I am definitely interested in checking out
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Universe.
Yes.
And
It looks interesting.
all the rules are free online.
Mm.
So there is a definite, maybe we could run it as a one shot.
I think we could. We could do a little tournament.
We could actually
we could do a
have
little tournament of power.
I was there going, is he going to say it or am I? One of us is going to say it. One of us has to say it.
We could do a world martial arts tournament.
We're gonna, yeah. So yeah, I think it looks good. I'm definitely going to kind of read it over in my spare time. I don't have much of that lately, so.
No.
But yeah, I am going to definitely look it up because it looks really interesting.
No, definitely, man. It looks good, and I like that they've got like a lot of the races that even like the ones that are just mentioned in passing in the show and in the mangas and stuff as well. I quite like that. So yeah.
Wow, they do. You're not wrong.
Yeah, they've got a lot of them.
They've got shadow dragons.
Yeah. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I've clicked on saying.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder why.
So both your force and tenacity scores are increased by 2, and your agility score is increased by 1.
Your pride skill is through the roof.
I'm liking this. I think this is.
I think we need to give it a go.
If there is, seriously, if there's anybody out there who knows how to play this and wants to run us through a one shot, let us know. Let us know. We'll bring you on the show. We can do something on the crit list. If not, we'll have to learn it somehow. But yeah, I think we should check the notice board, don't you?
I think we should. I think it's time.
I think it is.
Which means only one thing.
I'm waiting for it.
It's time to roll for initiative.
Not quite yet, though.
No,
not quite yet, because I do need to give our partners a bit of a shout out.
Yeah.
Okay. So our partners, as usual, are Deals of Opportunity. It is an automatic, simple, and free way to save on the tabletop role-playing games that you want. You just add your Drive-Through RPG and Dungeon Masters Guild wish lists and get notified anytime a title on your list goes on sale. Just set it up and save. Yeah, I love Deals of Opportunity, man.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like that's the thing as well, right? Some of the stuff in this hobby is so expensive. To save anything is good. Like it's every little bit, and I'm going to be stealing from a major supermarket brand here when I say this, but every little helps.
Oh, that's it. We're getting sued.
But it's true, man. Like, because that's the thing. If you buy, even if through the year, right? Let's say you buy 10 books or 10, adventure paths or whatever, and you only save like a couple of quid on each one, that's still like 10 to 20 quid you've saved.
Yeah.
Across, like that's another whole book. You got a free book.
And not only that, it's we are very much spoilt for choice. There are so many RPGs out there, so many systems, so many additions, so many expansions that it's just never ending. So to have to track them all individually, whereas you get Deals of Opportunity, it's a free service. You just need to sign up and chuck your wish list in there and it'll do everything for you. It just makes life so much easier. Yeah.
It really does.
But our second partner tonight is 13th Moon Games. It's a family-run indie game company out of Wyoming, USA, that created the tabletop role-playing game Coven and Crucible. Justin and I are big fans.
We are.
It is a game of modern-day witchcraft. If you can imagine the John Wick movies and the Last Witch Hunter movie got together and had a really pretty baby, Coven and Crucible would be it. Do you want to learn more or are interested in joining the official Discord game? Check them out on Instagram and message them there. They are at 13th Moon Games or Patreon, 13th Moon Games as well. I know for a fact that in our friend of the show, Atlas's Discord, Stefan, who is one of the creators of 13
Yes.
Spoon Games, Covenant Crucible. He's going to be running a game there. And the last I heard, there were still some spots free. So, hint.
Go play. It's so much fun, guys.
Go
We
play.
played it. It's amazing. It's so good. It is so good. I love it.
Yeah, you will be able to see us playing it sometime in April
Yes.
when we release it. Is as the episodes of the Crit List. They will be episodes 3, 4, and 5.
Yep, and that's our reunion game where we got the old gang back together.
The old gang back together, and it was so much
Chaos.
fucking fun. It was so much fun. It was like putting on an old pair of shoes, and
It really was,
Yeah.
man. It was so fun. I loved it. It was so good. It was so good. But that being said, we need to take care of business now.
we do need to take care of business.
And I need to see if the dice are going to still treat me correctly.
All right,
Today.
so the thing is, I picked up the same dice as I had last week, and that did not do me any favors. So I am now going to go ahead and get something else.
I'm using a new one. So it's this really cool, like, kind of icy looking one that I've got.
Ooh, that is very pretty.
Yeah, I started using this.
I
So
like
I built a new character.
Amazing, like
which
an
we-
orangey red one.
Oh yeah, nice. We spoke about the character last episode, which was my necromancery wizardy guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he uses a lot of ice magic, so I started using this ice set like with him, and they treated me
Nice.
really well when I played him the other day. So I'm hoping they continue to treat me well. We shall see.
All right. Okay, so let's roll for initiative.
Fuck.
Well, fuck.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 7. Did you beat me again? That's like 3 weeks running, man.
I rolled a 7.
Reroll.
These dice have drama.
Okay, this is, I mean, my nipples
Okay.
are so fucking hard right now.
I've got double digits.
Oh, I do not.
Win again.
Yeah, I rolled a
Let's-
6, man.
Speaking of 13th Moon games, I just got a 13 on my D20.
There you go. There you go.
It's a sign.
Yeah, but that is like 3, 4 weeks running that you've beat me?
Yeah, my dice are going nicely. I don't know how to feel about this. Right, but that means it's me to go first.
That means it is you going first. So what have you got for us this week?
So I have got a really, really, really cool little project from an AP group called Diceaholics.
Liking the name?
One, love the name. Yeah, top tier name. But they've started a little thing they call a side quest, which is something that's named the Lair of the Storyteller.
Okay.
Every month, their community on Discord designs a setting in a month. So from start to finish, it's all done through community-based voting. They vote on a setting, they vote on a theme, vote on an aesthetic, and then some kind of strange factor. So like something really bizarre in that world that is just like the norm in that world, but like to us, it's quite a bizarre thing. So they built one in January, which is a sci-fi horror called I'm Still Here. Now, I joined the Discord because I wanted to see what this is about, because building a whole setting every month based on prompts that you don't have any input in is insane to me. And this is another one of those, we found somebody 6 billion times better at this stuff than us
Not fucking hard.
situations. So I'm gonna send you this PDF just because you need to see it. But I'm also going to put it up on screen for the folks at home, because not only has a full setting been created, I need to find a way to send this to you actually without moving Discord around. Send it to you in a bit.
All right, no worries.
But for now,
Why don't you put it in the shared drive? I'll grab it from there.
good idea, Batman. I knew there was a reason I kept you around.
I know. I would say I'm not just a pretty face, but I'm not.
Because it's one thing to create a saying, right, from scratch. It's another thing to not only is it a saying, they've got quests to give, a storyline, a plot hook, NPCs that are fleshed out. Like, it's insane. And artwork in a fully built PDF.
And that's like a month.
In a month.
Fuck me.
Start to finish.
That's
in the Discord, they break it down. Like week 1 they'll vote on like a bunch of elements. Week 2 they'll vote on like and develop it. Week 2 they'll vote on the next bit, like the characters and stuff like that. But they go, it's in our drive now, just in the base folder.
Oh yeah, it's just appeared now.
Yep. So let me put this back up on screen for the folks at home. So on the cover story, you've got the layer of the story seller, not storyteller. My bad, I misread. So this one, it's a sci-fi horror. Futurism is the aesthetic. The theme is revenge, which I feel like we can get behind. That's a great theme. The strange factor, and this one I really loved, space travel is powered by the souls of mortals.
Wow. I love that.
So you've got a table of contents, which, you know, it's a table of contents. But like, this is a beautiful PDF. Like, this isn't just like text on a screen, right? And this is just incredible.
This is really fucking good.
Yeah. So you've got like a full settings. So, you know, it goes through the whole setting, what's happening on it, NPCs that exist. So you've got the captain, the head engineer, you've got like a whole bunch. Then it goes like in-depth profiles on each of these people.
Yeah.
You know, who they are, what they're about. Then you've got some quests to do. So you got, I think there's 3 quests in here. And all of that is developed and built from this Discord community based on votes that they've. So this community as a whole have come together, and then anyone that had input on it gets put in the credits on that last page. So these are all the people that have had input on creating this, this like saying.
I love this. Yeah.
And if you're a member of the Discord, so also this then goes up for sale on their itch.io for like a couple of dollars. It's not even all that expensive. But if you're in the Discord and worked on it, you can get access to the PDFs for free.
Yeah, I love this.
Insane.
I mean, I think it's again, wouldn't it be great to actually have talent?
It would be amazing to have this kind of talent.
Not even that kind of talent, just
any talent.
Just.
So yeah, I mean,
that is
like
amazing.
I say, I've joined their Discord, and they're currently in the process of building out another one, which is I believe it's called the. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I was looking into it earlier. But it's like a political setting, is what they've established so far. It's called Regency. That's it. It's called Regency. And so that's the one they're working on at the minute, and they've started doing votes on the one for March already. So the first week of voting is finished for March. Then the second week is currently underway.
That is
awesome.
That is amazing. I'm a huge fan of that.
Yeah, so I've joined the Discord, and I'm going to get involved with some voting in the near future, I think.
Yeah. I mean, keep us posted on that. I
will. It's just incredible to me that they were able to put that together in such a short space of time.
Yeah, that is outstanding. All right, so I am now going back into the podcasting world.
Ooh.
Okay. We were introduced to a podcast. They're brand new to this. There's about 4 episodes out at the time of this airing, and it is the Tales of Ivard pod. All right. So brand new to podcasting, but you wouldn't be able to tell because the quality is really good. They've got some good
So it's another set of people more talented than us.
Yeah, but that's it. Everybody's more talented than us. So... I'm okay with it though. That's the thing. I'm fine with it.
So am I, but
I'm fine with coasting through life.
Hurts.
I'm fine with coasting through life and just, just shining a light on people who are far more talented than us. But yeah, I listened to the first episode. They're using a system which I've never heard of before. It's called the Mythcraft system.
Okay.
It does seem quite crunchy, and it does seem, but it uses action points similarly to Bind.
Okay.
So, again, I haven't had a chance to really delve into it too much, but everything you do costs a certain amount of action points. So, swinging a dagger, I think, costs 2, moving costs 1, and stuff like that. So you are, your everything you can do is based on action points. I didn't really get into the episode where combat was about to begin because they ended that on a cliffhanger, and it was like, well, fuck, I didn't get to see the system in action. But yeah, it does seem like a really charming podcast. They've got great chemistry between them, and it does sound like a lot of fun. And it's unfortunate that I don't have as much time to listen to podcasts. But if you guys are looking for a new thing to listen to, then do check out Tales of Ivard Pod.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, I was just taking a look at Mythcraft while you were talking there about them playing it and stuff like that, and it looks like a pretty cool system. I'm not gonna lie. They advertise it as medium crunch, which I like. So yeah, they use the action points to give a real tactical element to combat, which I think is quite cool. And yeah, so they've got an SRD that's like usable on their website. And then if you did want to buy the PDF of the core rulebook, it's only $15 for the PDF. It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I saw. The SRD is on there for free. So, it's definitely worth looking into.
Yeah. I'm intrigued.
I am. I may actually listen to a bit more Tales of Ivard to get more of a handle on the system itself, but it is it's quite new, is Mythcraft. It was only founded in 2023.
Oh wow, so it's brand new then. It's only a year old. Interesting.
So yeah,
right, it's quite cool though that we've got more people coming into the space as well, with like we did, recording it, putting it out there and seeing what happens. That's really cool that they're taking a crack at it, and they've already got the audio quality and the chemistry and a system that seems to work quite well for it as well. I'm not jealous.
I mean, they've got audio quality and chemistry. We don't. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
We have cool lighting.
We've got t-shirts.
That's it. We do. We have t-shirts. We're both wearing them today as well.
We're both wearing them. Snap.
Yeah.
This is awkward. I need to go home and change.
We're both at home. What do you mean?
I'm just going to start taking my top off now.
Let's not do
that. Here's a little treat for the viewers.
Sounds false.
All right, so do you have anything else for us today?
I do. So I found something else on the notice board, which is a D&D adventure for small parties that, from the reviews I've read from other people, is really, really good for new players as well. It does a few things that I really, really like. So I'm gonna pop this up on the screen as well for folks. So it's an AP little story path called Bugbear Awakening, which I love.
You are quite partial to your bugbears, aren't you?
To be fair, in 5e, they've got some really cool mechanics that I like to use. Like they have a long-limbed ability, which gives them an extra 5 feet of range and stuff like that. They're just really cool to play. But this is not so much playing as bugbears. This is helping a bugbear tribe. That's the whole point of it. But basically, there's some really cool like artwork and stuff in there as well. So there's a couple of like screenshots here of the actual book itself. There's a bunch of detailed maps, and this is one of the things like I know I spoke about this very, very briefly before we started recording. That this has some things that I wish all modules did. All of their maps come as separate files designed to be used with VTTs.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool, because the amount of times that, because obviously, as you know, and as some of our viewers and listeners, etc., know, I have a TV table that I use for playing, and the amount of times that I've gone to run a book or some kind of campaign path or something like that, and I've then got to try and find somebody else who's created a digital version of the map of the inn that's in this book. Like, it's just such a ball ache to have it just come with it, and it's been designed for it, and it's correct. So good.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of publishers are doing that now, because I agree. A lot of times when I've been setting up maps on a VTT, it's just a fuck on. Especially like if you get like a Paizo PDF, you've got to extract the image from the PDF, you've got to put it to size. And I can't fucking stand it. Whereas
if they just come with it, it's just open, done.
Open, that's it. It's loaded. You've got the size. It'll come with a size. I agree. And
it's so good. It comes with 25 high quality maps, so 25 maps, which is awesome. It takes characters from 1st to 6th level. And what's really cool with it for me is it's designed for parties of 1 to 4 in size.
Okay, I like that.
So because the problem that I've had with a lot of the campaigns and stuff that I've got is they're generally for like 5+ or like 4+ players. Like they're balanced that way. And this is balanced the other way, which is quite cool. And there's some really cool like NPCs and stuff in here as well, which it looks really, really cool, and it's got some really cool features that I think people should check out.
Yeah, definitely will, especially if you're into your 5e. As a few of you are, I think.
Yeah, there is the odd one or two of us.
There's the odd one or two people that are into 5e.
Rumor has it.
That the fables state that one day a 5e player will appear.
Yeah, it is the long-awaited prophecy.
Yeah, exactly. It is the prophecy. As for me, I do have another podcast. I do have another podcast by someone else. I did actually. I was on. I was on a podcast with Eric from Crossing the Network.
Yeah.
Yes, we were gonna run out into the sunset together.
Cut me deep.
That was a fantastic podcast. Yeah, fantastic episode. We had such a good laugh. But speaking of people who do things better than us, we have Rene Plays Games. So Rene Plays Games, he has an all things RPG podcast. So some episodes it's actual play, some episodes it's interviews with folks from the hobby, some episodes it's just Rene giving his opinion on things. So it's on the same feed. No episode is going to be the same as the previous one. And it is really, really interesting. I was actually listening to one today where Fabula Ultima was mentioned.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah, let me bring it up, and I'll bring up the actual episode as to how he got onto Fabula Ultima.
Because he was talking about amazing systems that are just awesome and amazing and have really, really cool things that you can do.
He was actually talking about adapting a JRPG.
Oh, okay.
That he likes.
So literally what it's designed for.
Yeah, exactly. Where was it? It was part of his series of episodes called Mining Media.
Mm-hmm.
And on it, he was discussing the video game Sea of Stars. You're a video gamer. Have you ever heard of that one?
No. I feel like I need to, though. Sea of Stars.
Yeah, apparently it's a JRPG from back in the day.
Let's be honest, if there's anyone around here that's going to know what that is, it'll be the man himself in chat, Couch.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Okay.
It's currently on Steam
for $35. Well, I was going to pick it up and play it. I'm not for that much because I don't have that much money. I was looking for something new to play, and that's not it.
So apparently Rene is a big fan of this game, and he started talking about how he would adapt it to an RPG, similarly to what we did. And obviously, he came up with two systems. One of them was Fabula Ultima, and a lot of it was kind of going over the pros and cons of what things would work, what things wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And then he did mention another one, and for the life of me, I cannot remember what it was called. Actually, I tell a lie. It was called Break.
Okay.
So I'm just going to try find Break.
Well, while you're doing that, Couch has indeed responded, saying it's a very obscure JRPG. It's good, but obscure. I knew he wouldn't let us down.
So, Break is an easy-to-play tabletop RPG of exploration and teamwork inspired by anime and classic JRPGs.
By anime as well?
Yeah, it is currently in Kickstarter.
Perhaps that might be the one to do what we were saying about doing.
Possibly. I definitely need to see a preview, though.
I think we do.
But yeah, definitely. I need to look into that. Character creation, adversary, rules overview. There we go.
Perfect.
But familiar to anyone who's slung a D20 before, but have been streamlined to make it easier to pick up for new players. So you only need a D20. Aptitudes can be by your calling. Simple roll under. It's a roll under system. Social bonds. So it does have like the bond system as well from Fabula. Checks are a simple resolution mechanic used throughout the rules. To make a check, use an aptitude score related to the action you are trying to perform. Might, insight, etc. and roll under it to succeed.
Oh, so similar to Covenant Crucible.
Yeah. So you basically...
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Because that kind of system suits me very well.
You've been rolling well as of late.
No, I've been rolling just higher than you. Have I been rolling well, or have you just been rolling shit?
I must say I have been rolling shit.
You have.
But don't worry. It's all gonna turn around in Delta Green.
Yes, which I finally get to play again. I'm so excited.
Yeah, new operation started Thursday.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. But yeah, check out Rene Plays games.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
So I think, some good stuff. If you guys are interested in us highlighting any sort of creative works that you have in the RPG space, don't hesitate to get in touch with us. just hit us up on Threads, and we will get to you. We've got quite a long list to go through, but we will get to you and hopefully shine a bit of a spotlight on all the amazing work that you're doing. And I think with that, my friend.
Yes.
Do you want to do it?
I think we should take a little wander, a little saunter into the lounge.
Oh, come on. You did it so good last week. Come on.
No,
do the raw. Do the raw.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
do
it.
Do the raw. Come on. Do the call. It has to be done, man. You made it a staple of the show.
No.
And hey, you're in charge of doing the short. You're doing the shorts now.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, no. I refuse.
Okay, can somebody in chat just tell Justin how disappointed you are in him for not doing his to the lounge call?
It doesn't work when my parents say they're disappointed in me. It won't work when random people on the internet say it. The fact I stuttered while I was saying that disproves that theory.
I know it does. It really. I'm not bothered. I don't care. Okay, just come on, give us a to the lounge.
No, I think it's your turn. It's your turn.
I'm doing it. I don't have the same cadence.
You don't need it.
Right. Fuck you. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get it as a soundbite.
Just have it on a button.
And I'm just going to load up another bot into fucking Discord, and I'm just going to push the button. All right, so we're going to the lounge in the boring way.
Yeah. No, we're taking a saunter.
No, fuck you.
Taking a stroll.
No, go and fuck yourself. I'm angry now.
Well, we've only got one individual to choose from today.
Yes, we do.
But we have 3 topics to choose from.
2 topics. Yeah, there's one I forgot to cross off, which I have now done.
I can't read.
Yeah. Okay. So no, it was my fault. Okay. So, all right. Let me get a D20. We go odds the first. Evens the second.
Yeah, I like both of these, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Okay, odds it is. Again, another fucking 7.
You need different dice. Oh no, you have to buy more dice. What a shame.
No.
No.
God damn it. All right. Okay. So, Couch wants us to make a level 10 or max level character in a system you're happy with, but they have to be based on a crappy supervillain.
Oh, okay. On a crappy supervillain.
Yeah, just something completely fucking ineffectual.
I mean, we kind of already covered that.
We did, but I think, but I think now we kind of
now I need to build Team Rocket.
Yeah, you need to build Team Rocket. I don't. I can come up with something else.
No. I know who to build. Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb.
Fucking yes.
A platypus.
Yes. 100. I'm with you on this.
Oh my god, it would be so fun. Could you imagine playing Doofenshmirtz?
Okay, so in 5e, it's going to be an artificer.
Yes. Oh, absolutely, he's an artificer. Without a shadow of a doubt. I'm loading up D&D Beyond right now to build this. I'm not
actually building it.
I am.
In Fabula Ultima Tinkerer.
Yes.
Fabula Ultima Tinkerer, but we have to go max level, and in Fabula we can only go 10 levels per class. So I would do... I'd do 10 Tinkerer, obviously. And I need another 4. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, no, you can't just put level 10 or max level, he says.
Okay, so it could be levels. So yeah,
Just 10 levels, 10 levels in Tinkerer.
10 levels of Tinkerer. All right. So yeah, Doofenshmirtz would be that. I think they'd be low intelligence.
Yeah, low intelligence, even though that's his main stat. Actually, no, because he always builds inventions and they always work.
I'd be low wisdom then.
Very low wisdom. Yeah, wisdom would be the dump stat.
Yeah,
I feel like I need to go human or variant human.
I think he did show himself to be quite dexterous.
Well, yeah, I mean, he never gets hurt with all the stuff that happens, right?
Yeah, so I think I think decent dexterity, like minimum strength, not necessarily a dump.
No, I'd say like maybe just below average, like a 9 or a 10. So he's like average.
Yeah, average strength, decent dex, huge con.
Yes, yeah.
Because he gets battered around.
He gets absolutely battered by Bear in the Platypus. I'm so glad you don't do the shorts anymore.
Oh, I can still do them.
Oh, yeah, no, you can. Fuck.
I mean, I just won't use what you use. I'll just do it.
Just do a different one.
I'll just use OBS like I have done for
Platypus. Oh, I love Doofenshmirtz is one of my all-time favorite characters.
Honestly, I never did the whole Phineas and Ferb thing until I started watching it with my son, and it is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
It's so good. Do you know who else would be a really fun character to build? Just while we're going down this topic,
who?
Their sister, Candace.
Candace would be amazing.
That would be like just building the two of them,
she'd be just like a banshee.
Although technically, wait, would they be the villains though? Because they're not trying to, like, the ones that are getting away with doing bad things are Phineas and Ferb, right?
I don't know. Doofenshmirtz is a villain.
Oh yeah, no, he is a villain.
He's just completely useless as a villain.
He's just an inept villain, so it's perfect for this. But like, I kind of feel like Phineas and Ferb are the actual villains, and Candace is not, right? She's just trying to get them in trouble for doing the bad shit that they're doing.
I don't necessarily think they're doing anything bad. I think they're
a group of, like, how old are they? Like 8 building a roller coaster. That's bad.
That is still the funniest ongoing gag of that show. Like,
I'm young to be.
Yes, why? Yes, we are, and it just moves on. It just moves on from that point. Okay, but yeah, I still like that episode with the roller coaster. I've still got the croissant bit as my ringtone for when anybody messages me. I think it's just fucking hilarious. Anyway,
dude, that show is so good. But yeah, Doofenshmirtz. I think
Doofenshmirtz is one to build. Okay, so you've got Doofenshmirtz. I've got Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Mojo Jojo would be amazing.
I think if we're being honest, right, any of the kind of Cartoon Network shows, the villains in all of those were just so inept.
But they were so endearing.
So good. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Like, I think any of the Cartoon Network shows villains really will fit the bill.
Okay, but I want to come up with a non-canon character for this, and I'm thinking an ineffectual villain. I think something like the Auditor. His superpower is to audit you. That's it. That's his entire role. They'd be like,
That can I see
the receipts?
Have you seen the Ben Affleck film, The Accountant?
No, I've not seen that. I need to see it though.
You should. It's really good. But that's what it reminds me of, because basically he is like a forensic accountant, but he's also like a trained like assassin.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense. But it's just brilliant, man. But like that's what that gives me vibes of. Like, he will audit you, and if he finds anything wrong, he'll probably not know anything, but because he's inept. But
yeah, so I think someone like that.
Or another one.
Yeah, I mean, come on, we got this. We can come up with a useless villain.
A really useless villain. I feel like just anybody who, or like someone who doesn't realize he's the villain would be quite good as well. I think, like he just thinks he's helping, but he's not.
How about right? How about? Okay, so kind of leaping off from that.
Yeah.
Somebody who is considered the most prolific assassin. However, in reality, he is just been like with these people trying to help them, but because he's so inept, they've died. And he is heralded as this, like, oh, once he appears, that's it.
That's it.
They call him the Shadow of Death. And it's not. It's just a dude kind of going, "Hey guys, can I help you?" And he just accidentally knocks somebody off a cliff. And like, oh
no,
sorry.
Or the counter to that is a guy who's trying to be evil but doing good. Like he's trying to be a villain, but like he'll like poison the town water supply. But what it actually does is then the town finds out, oh, actually we found out that our water supply had a leak, so we've been able to plug that leak. And that poison that you put in actually cured the disease that was plaguing the town, because it was like a perfect counteraction to it. Just stuff like that.
No, that would work. That would definitely work.
It's like, just trying to kill these people and they won't die. Him sitting in his little tower, like having a breakdown. Like, what do I have to do to be evil?
Yeah, I like that. I do like that. He probably robs a bank and uncovers millions worth of embezzlement.
or like uncovers like loads of drug money that was stored there, or like stuff in the safety deposit boxes.
Nah, yeah, I definitely like that.
Oh, that would be so fun.
We haven't done so much mechanics building, but this has been fun.
No, we come up with concepts though, and that's the important part.
Exactly. But I think that's almost all we've got time for tonight.
I think it is. It is indeed.
Okay, so I want to just thank Couch for sending in that topic. It was absolutely amazing. I also want to thank everybody who's sent in submissions to our notice board. Let us check out the amazing sort of work you're doing. We are thrilled to look at these things, and we're even more thrilled to kind of try and shine a light. If you get one more sale, one more listen, or one more click because of us, then our job is done. We're happy with that. But also, Justin, I want to thank you for spending some time with me this evening. Would you like to tell people whereabouts on the webs they can find you?
Sure. So I am on most places at Justin Accurate TV. I've also recently started streaming again on the Twitch at the same name, so Justin Accurate TV on there as well, and in the Discord and on our Facebook group.
As for me, you can find me at Natural Juan at Dice.camp on the Mastodon. You can also find me behind most of our social media presence at Too Legit to Crit on Threads, on Instagram, on Blue Sky, on TikTok. Also on our Facebook group. I did kind of try the Twitter and then read it for about 3 minutes and went, nope.
X.
It's shit. It's not Twitter, it's not X, it's absolute so bad shit. Now. So yeah, I didn't last very long. But you can find me on all those other wonderful places. We're most active on Threads. That is where we have been welcomed into the amazing tabletop role-playing game and podcasting communities on there, which is absolutely fantastic. If you like what we do and you want to see more, give us a like, a rating, subscribe, tell your friends. We are loving being part of this community. We want to grow with it. We want to grow with you. And the more people we can reach, the better. But most importantly of all, thank you to everyone who's taken time out of their busy day to listen to two idiots waffle on about tabletop role-playing games. Thank you very much. Good night.
See you later, guys.